The Buble?
We did come into Buble.
Nice. I like it.
He's got it.
Yo, my man's got some swag.
He does. He does, man. He is something else.
He's super. Listen, it's weird. Where does he fall in line with today's music? I think he's timeless. I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you.
It doesn't. It doesn't for him.
That dude could sing anything from
the alphabet.
Yeah, for real. Exactly.
Yeah, he definitely can.
That got me in a good.
Get you going.
Yeah, a little good frame of mind now.
Yeah.
What's up?
Not much.
This table is fucking.
It's way away from the.
Yeah.
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. My parking brake isn't on. I rolled away once already.
You did. You almost hit the window.
Yeah. Not much. Pretty good week. I'm in good spirits. I had the kid all weekend. We did a good time. He did the over-under for today.
Oh, very nice.
Which is pretty cool. We watched Ford versus Ferrari. Did you ever see that movie?
I have not.
Matt Damon and Christian Bale.
Yeah, good cast.
Very, very good movie. Phenomenal. It's about how Ford entered the Le Mans, 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Yeah.
And
the Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix and the whole wits about it. And Lee Iacocca, who worked for them.
Right.
And he was kind of saying, like, listen, you know why nobody knows? And, we produce 8 million cars a year. Ferrari don't do shit. And they go, yeah. But this is, and he hits the thing, and it's like Sophia Loren. And he's like,
right.
But she wants a guy that drives a Ferrari.
Yeah, not a fucking not an escort.
Right. But back then they weren't escorts. Yeah. So then how they get into that, and then they go to buy out. For what people didn't realize is Ford went to buy out Ferrari. It's part of the movie. You'll see it.
Really?
And they waited for them to make an offer and whatever the deal was. And Ferrari scumbagged on the side and went to Fiat.
Really?
And so he goes, I got to run numbers. And he kind of holds them hostage. And why he's doing this? While Fiat's figuring out what they're going to offer. And Fiat comes back, makes the offer. And he's like, yeah, no dice. So he just held them there. So then they were like, now that's personal.
Damn.
So then it was like, fuck Enzo Ferrari. We're going to kick his ass at.
And what's funny now is Fiat's owned by Chrysler.
Yeah.
So they'll figure. All these years later.
Yep. But I'm sure Ferrari owns itself now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you think it's, Ford's making money selling cars by volume. Fucking Ferrari could put out 50 cars in a year and outsell dollar-wise because how much is the car going for?
Yeah, I mean...
They're a fucking fortune. You got to be Lee Iacocca to drive a Ferrari.
Well, the thing is, and that was kind of the point, is people want these cars.
Right.
It's cool to have a generic run-of-the-mill transportation car, but when you're buying like a car,
right,
you want the car. You know?
I've never heard anybody say, my dream car is a Ford Contour.
Right. So they really went into like what the dynamics were of creating the Ford GT.
Right.
And all the problems they had to overcome and, so.
Cool.
Very, very good movie. Very good movie.
Dude, I've got this thing on, and you probably have it too if you download it. It's an channel app called Freeview.
Yep, I've seen it. It used to be called something different.
Okay.
And then it changed to Freeview. Yep.
Well, because Creed 3 came out this week, which I didn't see. I'm holding off to probably get someone to watch it. One of their channels has played the Rocky movies, 1 through 6, in a fucking loop all week. So I've watched 1, 2, and 3 at least 5 times each by now. The channel just stays on, and I leave it on as I'm going to bed. Pretty mundane week, really. The weather was kind of shit. Got to watch.
Well, we had 2 snowstorms in 1 week.
Right, and that's the first time this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully the last, knock on the table. Mundane week. Did some card trading last night, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, you kind of made out all right.
Yeah, didn't spend a fucking dollar. I walked out with a wax box and a graded card, so I was pretty happy. Got me fired up for the season. Now the fucking games will just come on with some more regularity. Right now it's hit or miss, and oh shit, there's a game on.
The one thing I can't get used to right now is the fucking bases look like garbage can lids out in the middle of the field. They're so big.
Yeah, they made them all bigger.
It's really weird.
Already pissed off, though. Major League Baseball needs to fix it now, before the season starts.
The pitch clock thing?
Fuck the pitch clock. I'm fine with that, because games take too long.
What?
The outfielders.
Oh, that the left fielder went to right field.
Right. It's still the fucking shift.
Ban
the shift.
Right.
All the way across. That's bullshit.
Right. If the center fielder wants to play right center and the left fielder then would play left center.
Right. Listen.
Okay. That's shading. That's not shifting.
Correct. And they did it against Joey Gallo, who's a dead pull hitter. I get it. But it doesn't matter. It's still not fucking baseball to me. That's certain rules. I don't like it.
And then you get the guys that go, well, hit the other way. Cool. They throw in on your hands. Hit it the other way.
Yeah, well, how? You don't.
Right.
You automatically pull it. They pitch inside.
Right.
So you have
Ichiro could do it because he bails out with his front foot. So
right.
You know
if you were, I don't know, a Wally Backman.
Well, they would say Jeter would do it, but that's how Jeter hit.
Yeah. Bo Bichette, inside-out swing. Those are the guys that can consistently hit to the opposite field. Your power hitters, they're dead pull hitters, most of them. You're not
right. You shouldn't ground out to shallow right field. No, medium right field.
Right. That's a base hit.
Right. It should have been a line drive single instead of it's a one hopper to the additional outfielder now.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Now, in the old days when bunting was still a thing, you'd have guys laying them down the third base line, turning into a fucking double because there's nobody within 300 feet of the ball.
Right.
But it's just a different game.
Yeah, it's in all kinds of life things get phased out. How many people can still bunt?
Not a lot.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like, you get it to, like, this is an art.
Right.
You know, stealing bases is an art.
Drag bunting.
Right.
Watching guys like Dykstra and Backman back in the 80s with the Mets, watching those two guys drag bunt was an art form.
Right.
They had it down.
And how many guys can drop a bunt, not square to bunt?
Not very many.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're tink and go.
Jake Taylor.
Yeah, Jake Taylor.
That's about it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Major League, baby.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad we're talking about movies, though. You opened up talking about that. We just keyed on Major League. Let's go to our top 5.
All right. Let me roll right over to it. Maybe. There. This week's top 5. Top 5 favorite Oscar-winning performances. Your favorite.
Yeah. Number 1 is going to be Chris Rock, no selling that slap.
Yeah.
Did you see his comedy stand-up?
I have not. I know it's out there.
I caught it I caught the part about Will Smith in 3 parts on TikTok today. Man, does he go in?
Good.
Yeah, totally good.
Did I send you a thing with Theo Vaughn saying about Will Smith and his bald-headed husband?
Yes, yeah.
My number 5, Marissa.
Well, before we go, you want honorable mentions?
No, my honorable mention. Let's do them at the end in case they're on one of the other guys' lists.
That sounds good.
My number 5, Marissa Tomei, 1993, as Lisa Vito in My Cousin Vinny. My biological clock.
That's right.
You know, that was the world. She went from nobody knew who she was, to the hottest thing out there.
And has rediscovered herself 3 and 4 times over, and is still.
She was Peter Parker's aunt.
Yeah, it's most recently in the latest. What was that? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
And she was the love interest of Randy the Ram.
Yeah.
In The Wrestler.
The Wrestler, yeah.
She's been in so many things.
But she went from like nothing to.
Right, and she aged like fine wine.
She did.
Gorgeous.
And in that movie, the biological clock thing will be number 1. And then the second one is when they put her on the stand and he said, "Can I treat her as a hostile witness?" She goes, "You think I'm hostile now?" I know that exact personality.
Yes, you do.
I lived with it for 6 years.
Number 5, Michael Douglas, Gordon Gekko, Wall Street, 1988.
That is my number 4.
Perfect.
It was 87.
Well, he won the award
in 88. Yeah, Wall Street, Gordon Gekko, you know.
Iconic scene of that movie. He's standing on the beach on his Long Island home with his fucking cell phone.
Which is like a brick.
It is like you had your laptop to your ear.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yep.
Insider trading really opened up people's eyes to what goes on.
Or what?
On Wall Street.
What allegedly goes on
in certain spots. But listen, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Just as good in that movie.
Sure was.
And his father.
And Martin Sheen,
as the airplane
And then
guy.
did you see the second Wall Street when Gekko gets out of prison?
I haven't yet. Is it any good?
I did not. I think I started to watch it and I was like, it was one of those nights I couldn't focus. So I'm like, No, let me go back and watch it when I can really focus on it. Yeah.
Yeah, Wall Street, I loved it. It stands the test of time. One of Michael Douglas's best for sure.
It does. And yeah, phenomenal job by him. And that kind of, I'm trying to think, like, he was in like Romancing the Stone and movies like that.
Yeah.
And then this comes along and you're like, he's that motherfucker.
He is that motherfucker.
And then he had one other one. Remember the one where he's just having the bad day and he comes out with the baseball bat?
Falling Down. Great movie.
Phenomenal.
I want my burger to look like that burger.
Yep.
He lost his shit on the freeway in L.A.
Yep.
Very good movie.
Your number 4, because Michael Douglas was my number 4.
My number 4, Al Pacino, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade, Son of Woman. Hooah!
Yeah.
1992. Sad premise of his character. He is a medically retired lieutenant colonel in the Army who is blind and is taking a big weekend to the city to kill himself. Commit suicide. He meets Chris O'Donnell.
Right.
And Chris O'Donnell has his own thing trying to get into Harvard. But that character was... You get Pacino yelling in pretty much every movie he's in.
Yeah.
But the aspect of him being blind and how he went from being sour, bitter to being like the man at the end, helping this kid get into Harvard.
Right.
And discovering he really did want to live.
Right. That he had another purpose.
He did.
Right. You find in your other purpose.
Yeah. Yep.
No, great selection. Number 3, Charlize Theron, 2004 Monster, playing serial killer Eileen Wuornos.
I've never seen it, and I heard it was really
phenomenal. Now everybody thinks Charlize Theron is super hot, whatever.
Yeah,
she looked, she was busted. She looked run down, white trash.
Right.
I've seen this scene. It was like an added scene or like a behind the scenes look at it.
Yeah.
There's a part where she kills a trucker.
Okay.
Because she's a serial killer. And she was a lot lizard.
I was going to say, was she a lot lizard?
She was a lot lizard.
Okay.
And then she would kill like trucker or somebody, right? But she kills either like a trucker or a drug dealer or something. She kills a guy. But she like emotionally, she's so like in character that when it goes, like she just breaks down, starts crying when they yell cut. She just like has a meltdown.
Wow. Because,
it's like this whole intense moment. And then she pulled bang. And then they're like cut. And she was just like, like just freaks out.
Holy shit.
So, but that's how in character she was.
That's awesome.
And to me, you do the best work when you are forgotten who you are.
Right. And it gets dangerous because you look at, like, it was the Superman curse back, but when it was Christopher Reeve and George Reeve and all that shit. Yeah. Then it became the Joker's curse.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Number 3, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates.
See, and there's one of the weird things. Yes, it's Forrest Gump, but it's always Tom Hanks when you look at him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, where there's other people, they get lost in the character completely.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is Elvis.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. But he did a phenomenal job in that. Played as simple of a person as you could play to have as wild of a successful life as you could.
Yeah, as a everything was an accidental step into by Forrest that turned into something great.
Right, like running down the field in Alabama, picks him up on the whatever.
Saving all those people.
Getting shot in the ass. I drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
To me, that was one of the coolest parts because you really hadn't seen it in movies yet. Technology was just getting there.
Right.
All those scenes where he was spliced in shaking hands with Nixon.
Yeah.
That was cool shit.
Yeah. And Kennedy, too, right?
Yeah. And,
a different part with Kennedy when he was the All-American.
Right.
With Kennedy.
That's right.
Yeah, then Nixon. He goes, I think he said he got shot in the buttocks. I'd like to see that. And then he pulls his ass cheek out. Yeah. Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary Sini's phenomenal.
Phenomenal, that too, yep. Number 2, Robin Williams, 1997, Good Will Hunting.
Great movie.
Phenomenal movie.
Did he get Best Supporting for that?
Yeah, supporting actor for that. We've talked about how him and in especially this role in that movie is on like my top 5 all time.
Yeah.
But he really put the character out there in a way like it wasn't Robin Williams you're looking at.
Right. he didn't look like Robin Williams.
Right, he had this big beard. Williams. He didn't have all this goofy shit. Right. He was very powerful in his deliverance of his words. And the part where it's not your fault is probably one of them fucked up, get you fucked up kind of moments.
Yeah.
Because how many people go through that?
I know.
And here it is, you live a really fucked up life, and here's a guy who resonated with this kid on the simplest level.
Right.
Oh, you're a Southie. I'm a Southie. You came from the rough part of the neighborhood.
Yeah, all the way up.
And he tells the part that really is pretty awesome. He tells the story. Fisk, fair, stay fair, stay fair. He goes, did you go? No, I was in a bar with the girl. What? Tells the whole story because he had tickets to the game. Here's Matt Damon like, holy shit, you were at that game? No, I never went. I was with my wife. It's the day I met her. You know what I mean? Like, it's just powerful. It's a powerful, very awesome role that is another role that you never expected him at the time.
Right.
At the time, he was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah,
he was Mork and Mindy.
This goes back to when we did the show, the top 5 characters acting out of character.
Right.
Yeah, this was a different role for him completely.
And what's crazy is he had the most range of anybody, I feel.
He had a lot of range.
Yeah. Creepy, funny, sincere.
Didn't have a chance to show it enough.
Dead Poets Society was a good one.
Very good. What are we at? Number 2?
Number 2.
Dustin Hoffman, Raymond Babbitt, Rain Man.
Very close to making my list.
Love that movie.
I left him off for Marissa Tomei.
Okay. Listen, again, you said with Forrest Gump about playing a simple man.
Yeah.
You have a man here.
Get my underwear from Kmart.
Right.
Go watch
Wapner. Playing an autistic person.
Yeah.
And
an autistic person, when that wasn't like today,
right, there's autism is out
everywhere
there today.
Back then, it wasn't like that. It wasn't as prevalent back then.
And to pull it off phenomenally.
Got to watch Wapner. 4 p.m. 4 o'clock. Get my underwear from Kmart.
400 Oak Street, Cincinnati, Ohio.
And Tom Cruise did a very good job in that movie.
Yep, as did it wasn't Selma Hayek. Who was the female?
I'm drawing a blank.
The Spanish girl.
Yeah,
I can see her. I can't remember her name. All right,
that was your number 2. My number 1. It's pretty easy. It's on the wall right there. Heath Ledger, The Joker, The Dark Knight, 2009.
Yeah.
You do not see that as Heath Ledger.
No.
You watch that movie back 100 times out of 100. That's the Joker. That is the way, in your mind, the sadistic, crazy, smart, sinister. He had all of it. The tics that he had in his face.
Was he your favorite Joker by far?
I mean, yes.
I like Jack.
I like Jack too, but that was more hokey. If you really think back on it, where did he get all these wonderful toys?
There was like 2 different ways the comic book was written. One was very comic-y, like the TV show,
and
one
also
was very dark.
And he kind of Jack fell in the middle.
Right.
It was comic bookish with all the color and all that.
But it had the dark side too.
It had the dark side, and then Ledger's was dark.
Right. Did they ever refer to Ledger's character, the Joker, as Jack Napier, or was he the Joker?
No, he was the Joker.
Okay. Because they had the backstory with Jack's Joker.
Right.
Okay. So
you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah. Both iconic. It's cool that there's 2 iconic actors played an iconic role.
Right.
And did so good with it. But
and differently. They each played it differently.
Differently.
Yep.
Good one. Number 1. The Don Vito Corleone.
I knew you were going
The
that
Godfather, 1973. Little side note, he refused the award.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
To his acceptance speech, he sent a Indian woman to politely decline it because he was against the way Hollywood was portraying Native Americans.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so he didn't accept the award, but he won it.
But he won it.
Yep.
I knew you were going to go that. I'm like,
come on, and again, I've seen Brando in a lot of different
They
things.
say he had a better. Now it was much before our time. It was a black and white.
He was a stud, dude.
He said he had a much better performance. Probably one of the best, single best ones all time.
Right.
He's like down on the shore.
Yeah, he's crying. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
One that could have made my list, and I only would have put it on because I love the guy as an actor, but I've never seen the movie, was Alec Guinness for Bridge Over the River Kwai. He ended up playing Obi-Wan Kenobi 100 years later.
Yeah. There's one that I had. So we're through our top 5 now, right?
Yep.
So not honorable. He didn't make my honorable mention, but it made me think now. Was it Ben Kingsley that played Gandhi?
It was. And that was 82.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you looked and it was Gandhi. It wasn't
hands
Ben
down.
Kingsley.
It was Gandhi, yes.
Right.
Without a doubt.
You know what I mean? So it's those moments. My honorable mention is pretty easy for me.
Okay.
And honorable mention, and I did it in the way you did it, somebody that got snubbed and never won, John Hughes. John Hughes, who directed movies Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Home Alone, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and National Lampoon's Vacation. Staples to our culture and society.
Right.
And never got a single Oscar.
You know, he probably, if he hasn't already, I would have to look and see, will get the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, he's dead.
But, no, I don't know if they've actually...
He got some kind of a... He got some kind of a...
That's the Academy's way of saying we fucked up, so we'll give you this instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the entire decade was John Hughes.
Yeah.
So I had some. I had Tom Cruise, who has been, I say, snubbed over and over again. A Few Good Men, Rain Man, Jerry Maguire, Born on the 4th of July. He got Golden Globes for a lot of them.
Right.
He never got Best Man. Johnny Depp and Donnie Brasco loved the role.
Huge
That took him way down a different path that we had ever seen in Johnny Depp before. And then after that, he got even crazier with Sweeney Todd and Willy Wonka. But Jack Nicholson, he won for Cuckoo's Nest, but I also think A Few Good Men, if it was a bigger part.
Right.
But that scene was iconic. Pacino in Any Given Sunday and Roy Hobbs in The Natural. Sports movies get shit on. They do. Very rarely.
And especially The Natural was like a different kind of sports movie.
It was an absolutely awesome drama movie about a guy who happened to be a baseball player.
Right. That's all. Baseball wasn't. Yeah, it was secondary. It was secondary.
Yeah. And he is amazing.
Robert Redford. Yep.
Jim Carrey in The Truman Show.
Yes.
You talk about like you said with Robin Williams. With a range, you always think of Jim Carrey doing the Goofy, the Mask, Ace Ventura. Yes, there's Jim Carrey isms in the character, but it was a very serious role in a concept that really wasn't so serious.
Right.
I thought it was great. And then lastly was De Niro, Men of Honor. That role itself.
I always thought DiCaprio kind of got robbed for What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, we talked about it briefly last week. I think we mentioned it.
Yeah.
That he had gotten screwed over. But yeah, this is a fun topic.
And we did that because tonight is the actual Oscars, right? Sunday. We're recording on Sunday. I think it's tonight.
I think it's tonight. I hope
if it's not tonight, it's next Sunday.
One of the two, yeah. But either this is a prequel or you'll be listening to this after. So
yeah.
Well, either way, we're good.
Yep.
All right.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Let's move on to this week's 5 crazy questions via sponsored by Scalable Computers via Winnie.
Yes, sir. Number 1, who was your first celebrity crush, and are you still into them?
Alyssa Milano. No, she's very Libby,
and she's run through Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I mean she's still a pretty hot chick, but
yeah, didn't realize she was on that side of things.
Yeah,
that's a detractor.
And it's not even like the political. It's just some of her stances are really fucking like when you don't live in a reality, for a certain amount of time, like
Right.
what the normal 9 to 5, what the 99% of us live in, you get so far removed from.
She's been a star since she was 10 years old.
Right.
So,
right.
Number 2. This is all fucked up. Number 2. What is one band or musician you would love to party with?
Oh, Kid Rock. That's got to be fucking wild.
Yeah, I could agree with that one. That's a good
band or music. Yeah, Kid Rock has got to be one of the wildest nights ever.
After his last match, Flair said, "Now I'm going to party with Kid Rock," and he was out, and he did.
Yeah,
it's got to be awesome. He's such a cool dude.
Right now, like right today, Morgan Wallen. Never listened to a song he sang.
Yeah, me neither.
But the amount of hot fucking country chicks that like that dude, yeah,
there's got to be something there.
Yeah, it's got to be something there.
All right, number 3. If you could make the ultimate sandwich, what would be on it?
I'm pretty simple. Sandwich. Give me some. No. You ever have chicken roll?
Like old school deli chicken roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chicken roll, some lettuce, mayo, salt, pepper.
Really?
Yes.
Chicken roll.
Oh, that stuff was so
it's like
good.
lips and assholes.
I don't care. That stuff was so tasty. I used to, if anywhere around here sold it, I'd have it in my fridge every week.
Did you get it from Weiss back in the day?
No, I used to get it from like Grand Union or Price Chop.
Great
American.
American.
Great American, yeah.
Great American, definitely. Number 4. If you were the ruler of the world, who would be your top advisor?
We've talked about this somewhat before. My brother-in-law, Dwayne.
Yes,
he's the most level-headed person I know. So, like, when I would get like, "Fuck them people, we're shooting a bomb," he'd be like, "Whoa, let's plan out, calm down."
Now, if it was a celebrity,
Theo
Von.
Yeah, Theo Von. Jesus, yeah.
Imagine him as your top.
No, Joey Diaz.
Oh, hey,
Joey Diaz would be my guy. Yeah,
that's awesome. And number 5, what character from a movie, book, or show do you relate to the most, and why?
Probably Will Hunting. Not that I'm a mathematical genius, but I think he was misunderstood. Tough, kind of grew up in a tough area, tough neighborhood. Wasn't like it wasn't cool to get your thoughts out and be emotional,
right?
Until he had that moment where he realized, hey, shit ain't right, but it's not on you. This isn't on you.
Right.
It's not your weight to hold, and that resonated pretty heavy with me at the time. Like, you hold a lot of shit when you grow up in a rough and tough area.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, when you think you did things wrong and you maybe really didn't. So that'd probably be like the closest
I
can think of.
I mean, you've done a lot of reading over time. Anybody from a book?
Not really. Like out of books, I don't know. Dallas Winston from fucking Outsiders.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He was always he was cool in a way that nobody could explain. Like, you've seen the Outsider movie ever?
Finally, once.
Okay.
Drive-in.
Well, when he's at the drive-in and they're sitting in the chairs and he's like being a dick to Cherry Valance.
Right.
And then she finally says, "If you ever see Dallas Winston again, I hope he never comes around because I'll just fall in love with him."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I hate him, but I love. There's something about him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much sexy scumbag.
Yeah,
right.
Doubt.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's probably like the closest.
All right, that's cool.
And a little misunderstood too.
Right.
He gets killed in the end because he loved his friend and he couldn't cope with the fact that his friend died.
Right.
And he wasn't there to help him.
Yeah.
So.
And since the only one we didn't cover was TV show.
TV show that you resonate with? Maybe like E from Entourage. You try to keep all your friends like in line.
Okay.
You try to do what's best for all them, even though it's not always what's best for you.
Yeah.
Or you say what is truly the best, even though they may not like it.
Yeah. All right.
Like, you take shit and it costs you at times, but you're sincere.
Gotcha.
We've been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
We've been there.
Absolutely.
I don't want to fucking hear it. George is an asshole. And then, yo, dude, you're right.
Yep. Did you ever watch Cheers?
Yeah.
I think
You resonate with Coach?
no.
Norm?
No. I would say I love Sam Malone as a character.
Yeah.
I really do. He was so multidimensional. People looked at him as being one way, and he was deep. He was a deep dude. They thought he was the womanizer. He was the ex-athlete, but he just wanted to be happy like everybody else.
Right. He was chasing happiness. He wasn't. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about for you, like movie or book?
Oh boy, man, I never really thought about it, to be honest. I didn't do a lot of. I've done a lot of reading, but it's always biographies.
Yeah.
So that probably wouldn't be up my alley. Movie. Let's come back to this next week.
All right.
We'll
Give you time to think about it?
Yeah.
They were good questions. I enjoyed them.
All right.
It gives you a little depth and little thought process.
Damn right.
But we are working into our new, extremely popular segment.
Yes.
Which I don't think we should have came back to so soon, but...
I only want to do my version, then we'll put it on the shelf for a little bit.
Okay. We are back with another edition of Dirtbag.
All right. I don't think I'm going to come nearly as good as you did because all that shit was funny. Number 1, have you ever used a smell test to determine the viability of wearing an article of clothing?
100%.
Dirtbag.
Dirtbag, yeah. I think I used it yesterday.
Okay.
Yep. I'm like, I go to the pit first.
Yeah.
Nope, it's good.
Jeans, I smell the ass. If it don't smell like farts, I put them on and good to go. Number 2, if your fridge contains more condiments possibly expired in beer than actual food.
Oh, yes.
Dirtbag.
You know that just by looking at there. 100%.
I totally do.
That's true. Yep.
Although lately you've had some good ass meals, so
yeah.
so much lately.
Yep.
All right, number 3, you've purchased ramen noodles in bulk packaging.
Yes.
Dirtbag.
You know what'd you do? Just go out in my fucking kitchen, start writing questions, scumbag? Yeah, listen, when you are not financially set, when it's rough,
yeah,
ramen noodles in bulk help.
Yeah.
Because you know you're not going to go hungry.
You know, when you've got them and they come in cardboard and that is covered in cellophane.
Yeah.
Shit's tough right now.
Yeah, listen, that's the Dirtbag heritage right there.
That's it. Number 4, your pots and pans are a collection, not a set.
100%.
Dirtbag.
Yeah. They're mixed match from all over the place. This was from camping. That one, I don't know where it came from.
it was here when
when I got here. Yeah. That was in the oven.
All right. Number 5, you can make an entire meal from Dollar General.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I could.
Yeah. I've done it.
Yeah.
We had Reubens from the Dollar Tree back when you were still with Jen. We took on the challenge of trying to make a meal from the dollar store and it worked.
Yep.
Oh my God. Number 6, duct tape, a random hammer, and a box cutter are considered your tool set.
Duct tape, just yes.
Any random hammer.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Because I don't even need a claw hammer. If I just had a ball peen hammer, I would still make it work.
Good to go.
A rolling pin might make it work. That can act as a hammer.
All right. Number 7, you scratched and sniffed your nuts.
Of course.
Dirtbag. We all
you
do.
Never have.
We all do. We're going to sniff test it sometimes.
Like, oh, God.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It smells like chlorine. I got to get in the shower.
That smells salty.
It smells. It's heavy. Number 8, you've read the backs of shampoos and toothpaste dozens of times to kill time while taking a shit.
Yes.
Dirtbag.
You know you've done it too.
I know I have.
Back when there wasn't a Sears catalog or a cell phone, you were just like, what's in this fucking VO5 shampoo?
You knew what shampoos had every ingredient.
Yeah. You're like, God damn, this has pig intestines in it?
All right, number 9. You've made a meal from samples at Sam's Club, including multiples of the same sample.
I have not done that, but I know people who have.
Dirtbags.
Yeah.
Dirtbags.
I know people that used to go there on Saturdays to eat breakfast or dinner or lunch, whatever.
Dirtbags.
They'd go to everybody and get the shit, send people back for more.
Right. That's the key. You got to send your kid over to get one now so you can have a second.
Yep. Dirtbags. I agree on that one.
And number 10, I know this is you. You consider Spam redneck Wagyu.
Oh my God, is it ever?
Dirtbag.
I ate that whole fucking can that day you challenged me
Your
to.
soda was 11,000 when you got done with it.
Didn't matter. I did it.
You were eating about a spoonful.
Yeah, I just popped a can and ate it. I didn't need to heat it up, cook it, nothing. I just ate it.
Oh, it's rough shit.
Yeah, dude. You grew up like in tough times, man. That's it. It is
Spam
what it
and
is.
ramen, baby.
That's it.
All right. Here's my 10 for the week.
That was good. That was fun.
Right.
Nice little giggle in there. We're good.
Oh, shit.
How many of those did you do?
Let's see. I have definitely done the smell test.
Jeans and balls.
Fridge, not so much.
Jeans and balls.
What's that?
Smell test on clothes and
scratch
balls.
my nuts. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ramen noodles for sure. Pots and pans for sure. Dollar General. Yep. Random hammer. Yeah, I don't have any fucking tools. Back to toothpaste. Sam's. Yeah, I'm.
Wait, what was toothpaste?
Reading the backs of the tubes and shit.
Yeah.
I'm 9 for 10.
Yeah, 9 for 10. Yeah, so your fridge doesn't have.
That's the only, no.
Yeah,
I'm 8 for 10 then because I'm not a big spam guy.
Oh, right.
So I'm 8 for 10. I'm batting 800 here.
Okay.
All
All right, and we'll get on to Winnie's other favorite song. This week's Over and Under is brought to you by Boston.
All right.
Number 1, McDonald's French fries.
McDonald's French fries. Compared to all the others, underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, they're the best.
They're the best.
Burger King eats nuts are terrible.
Yeah.
The only one I'll put above McDonald's is White Castle because they use crinkle cuts, but we can't get them around here.
I would never say above McDonald's, but do you remember when Nathan's hot dogs used to be in Speedway?
Slamming.
Remember them?
Yes.
That their French fries were phenomenal.
Damn, they were with the cheese sauce and
even without the cheese sauce, just
plain.
with salt.
They ran on the borderline. Sometimes it'd be too salty.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah.
Damn good.
Number 2, Nike clothing.
I don't have any. I have all shoes. Honestly, for the price point, overrated. I don't think they're any better than Champion or Adidas or whatever.
He goes, all you old people will be like, no, these Nike clothes are just a name and blah, blah, blah.
No, I'm not going to pay. I pay enough because I wear big guys' clothes.
Right.
But, it's tough finding shit all the time. But, yeah, as I've gotten older, it's gotten less important for sure.
Yeah. All right, number 3, local honey.
I'm not very versed on it. I like honey. The stuff you have on the counter is pretty damn good, so I'll go with underrated.
Highly underrated if you have allergies in the spring or fall.
Right.
If you eat local honey, it tames them because it's all from the local flower. It's like
interesting.
It's like giving yourself a I don't want to say vaccine, but
no, it's like I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
Like an immunity to it almost.
Yeah, because you're using it. So they say if you use local honey, it'll help with allergies if you have allergies in the spring and fall or whatever.
Good to know.
Number 4, Frank Sinatra.
Underrated.
Yeah, he listens to him a lot.
Really?
A lot.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Probably one of the most underrated.
Another one that, unfortunately, he passed away. I mean, we were older when he died. We were probably 21, 22.
Yep.
But he was long done touring, so we wouldn't have had a chance to see him, but very underrated.
And number 5, the new Power Slap competition.
What the fuck is that? The hitting each other?
Yeah.
Overrated.
Overrated. I agree with you.
If anybody should fucking come out and regulate anything.
If that's not the dumbest fucking thing. Let me put my hands behind my back and let you hit me as hard as you want with an open hand across my face.
Right.
Tell me that's not fucking...
Dude, and if they get knocked out...
Right,
they
CTE.
They hit him with smelling salts, and if you can stand back up, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And they call that a sport.
Yeah, no, it's not a sport.
Yeah.
That's being retarded.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, highly overrated.
Yeah. Right.
So they were the top 5. They were the over-under from BMAC.
All right.
The Bean came through today.
Yeah, good ones, man. Very good.
They were good. God damn, dude, we ripped through this show.
We did. Once we got rolling after false start we had with the we're starting. I'm gonna take a quick break, but
What, cotton toucher?
Yeah, you know what happens.
Yeah.
But what do you got planned for the week? Anything good?
This week is I get the tooth pulled out on Friday.
God bless you.
Yep. So first thing in the morning too.
Well, this will be over.
7:30.
Oh God, it is first thing in the morning.
Yeah, he goes, do you want to do because he wanted to give me the most of the 2 days off.
Right.
To try and recuperate before I have to go back.
Yep.
He's like, get it done early.
Yeah.
Then you can rest all day.
Yeah. When I had the one that came out at work, when I had the second one done, I had it done at like, I don't know, fucking 11 o'clock. It went to work at 3. Not fun.
No.
You want that day off. I had a fucking throbbing headache all day.
Yeah.
Just from the fucking yanking the pole.
Yeah, so this has been one. It's a wisdom tooth, and it's in the back, and it's a problem, and
right.
It's like the pressure. There's a lot of pressure back there because I have some impact stuff going on.
Are you going out for it or
no? He goes, nope. I could get to it. We'll rip it right out.
Cool.
I'm like, could you just laser it right now?
Yeah. The good thing is with the stitches, they're going to be out of the way. You're not going to want to fucking. You're not going to be sitting there fucking with it with your tongue the whole time.
I don't know. I probably will.
Yeah. The second one that I had after, I don't know, 6 days, it was like, come back in a week, we'll pull the stitches.
Right.
After, like, on the 6th day, I noticed that the knot at the end had come undone. So I was like, pull it on myself.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, and you don't know. Sometimes they use those dissolvable ones.
Right.
I don't know. He seemed to think it was going to be all right. I'll tell you what, when I went into that dude's office, Dr. Hilmy, the surgeon, the dental surgeon, it was like you're going in the royal family's like study.
Really?
Phenomenal office. Fish tank.
Have you ever been to Tischler Dental?
Yes.
That's like a fucking multi-million-dollar mansion of dental offices.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yep.
But when you have that much money, your office can look like whatever the fuck you want it to.
Yeah. Well, and you get like you kind of get accustomed to certain things.
Right. Like he is well known for
implants, right? Dental implants.
The implants and the new, like the facial, when they put in front
veneers.
The veneers. That they'll fly him out to Vegas to do them. I mean, he's that good. So you got a niche like that. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, you might as well get her done.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's the plan. Friday will suck.
Friday's gonna suck, yeah. Lots of soft stuff afterwards.
Yeah. But I feel good. I'm down like 12.
Excellent.
12, 13.
And you've been cooking your ass off.
I've been cooking a lot. I'm eating a lot better. The water load is a lot. I'm up there probably like somewhere around 90 ounces a day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Yeah, so it's a process, and it's not like I'm just.
How are you at night? As far as like, it doesn't matter if I drink anything.
If you do or you don't, you're up and down all night pissing.
Right.
No, I'm pretty good. I mean, knock on wood. I'll probably have a dream. I pissed in my dream and pissed all over my bed tonight. But don't pee in your dreams. It's no good.
That's right.
No. I usually stop drinking by like around probably like between 6 and 7:38.
Yeah.
And then by like 10 when I go to bed or 11, I'm good.
I'm an asshole in the aspect of I sleep with my mouth open. You can always tell because I'll fucking have like this part of my shirt will be soaking wet from drooling on myself. But then I'll have like fucking dry mouth because the fan's on. So I go to the bathroom.
I'm surprised your voice isn't all scratchy like mine.
I go to the bathroom, piss, come back, and take a sip of something, go back to bed. Well, of course,
And then that sip
again.
turns the piss.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm a fucking retard.
You gotta get the mask.
Yeah, I gotta go for this. That's a good reminder. I'm gonna call tomorrow. I had it set up, and then they had to cancel on me because they double booked the thing for the night. So
well, you can go there, and now they can do it where you're at your own house too.
Right, they'll hook you up. You'll come out all wired up.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have sleep apnea.
Oh, I know I do. Yeah,
but that mask will make a big difference because it like you won't be all dry. It's humid. It's like a humidifier on your face.
Oh yeah.
And pressure. So you're gonna,
I wish I was.
Thanks,
I wish I was the. I wish I slept with my mouth closed because I would think I would do so much better with the nose one. But I think a lot of the times I ended up doing what you do is wake up at fucking 3 a.m. and like rip it off and you drop it. You don't even realize you took it off.
Yeah, but that's some days. I mean, most days the nose one works perfect. First time I ever put that thing on, I didn't move an inch.
Really?
I was at Kat's house. She's like, "Can you please just try my mask tonight?" And I'm like, "Sure, whatever. I'll try it." And so I laid on her side of the bed. I put the fucking thing on. Next thing I know, it was like 7 a.m. She's like, "I literally thought you're dead. Like, you didn't snore. You didn't make a noise. You didn't move. I didn't move.
And you probably felt phenomenal.
I didn't move. I mean, I literally did not move." She's like, "Great. I was worried like you fucking were done." I'm like, "I didn't even know. I put it on and I was on midnights at the time."
The only thing is, the last time I tried it wasn't as bad. The first time I tried, I got really claustrophobic with it.
Yeah, don't. It's nothing
like I almost
to worry
got
about.
In my own head. Like I'm fucking.
They got the ones that are all the way up to like Vader.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up with.
And then I just had the one just in my nose. Yeah. Now the first, if you get the one that's in your nose, like the first week, it feels like your fucking nose is just absolutely razor bladed. You're like, what the fuck? Like it's just because it's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they'll probably give because I sleep so much with my mouth open.
Yeah.
And because it's so bad, I'm sure they're going to want the mouth one.
Yeah.
The one that covers everything.
I think you should start campaigning to be the announcer for the varsity football team.
I would love to.
I know you want to. I know I've reached out on your behalf.
The offer is
to say, hey, listen, he's been announcing these kids for a decade since they were 7 years old. Now it's come full circle.
Yeah.
And while we're on that subject, I want to congratulate Dom Zarella on a great career as a wrestling coach, motivator. Football and wrestling were his two biggest things. Now, football season ended. He's done there. Wrestling's now done. He's done there. He definitely was a very positive male role model for thousands of athletes in this town.
Yeah.
So
totally.
Good luck on your retirement and congratulations. Enjoy it. You deserve it.
Yeah. Enjoy life. We've met the kids years and years ago when he was coaching the youth team out of Red Hook.
Yep.
Successful kids, great wife, good family. Enjoy it all. You deserve it.
Yeah. And to give that much of yourself for that long to a community, they really appreciate him and show.
I'm just jealous because he's still got those long flowing locks.
I know.
Him and Wickham have the best hair.
Yeah, like if the Section 9 wrestling coaches gave out awards, they'd have the best hair award.
Hands down.
Yeah.
So,
two studs. I think Scott. I don't know if it's this year or next year. Scott goes.
He's gonna retire too.
I believe so. Well, he started our junior year or senior year. He was started
because he's got to be in his mid-50s.
Scott.
Yeah. Early.
I'd say early.
Early. It's funny because
if he was like 21 when we were 17, he's only 4 years older than us.
Back then, he's a teacher. We're the student, and you don't think about it. But here, 30 years later, when you run into him, we're peers.
Right. Yeah.
Every time he sees me now, handshake and a hug. How's it going?
Yeah.
Good guy. Really good guy. I think we've been blessed. We've had in our community a lot of good coaches, a lot of good positive role models.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Yeah, and look what he did with the wrestling team.
Yeah.
He came back and he took them right to a section title and then another section championship. So
yeah,
it's pretty awesome. Good show, fun show, nice quick show. Next week, GMAC will be talking like this.
Yeah, you're gonna be rough.
It's gonna suck.
Swelling down.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But the Dirtbag segment was a huge hit this last week.
It was.
And
Jimmy said he had to pull over. He was laughing so hard.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say it was phenomenal. So, and we'll get to it, and a lot of positive feedback on the Alex Horton interview.
Good, great kid.
Great kid.
Good head on his shoulders.
Going in the right direction. So
absolutely.
All right, bud. That's it for me, man. Whatever you got, you let them know.
All right. For GMAC, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast, and as always, take it easy.